Hey y'all, Toad here. Well, just got done putting Astro-Zilla up on the ramps after several years of running on the stock transmission that was designed for the 165 horsepower, well, E.P.C that it came with. It's just time to put a transmission that'll actually handle the power that this van has now. So just got done throwing it up on the ramps. It's going to, looks like we're going to get a little rain. I'm hearing some thunder in the background. And of course when I'm doing this, the car has to go by, so oh well. But it's been a beautiful day, but I think we're going to get some rain. I just threw the doors back on the Jeep. So I'm going to run back inside. Tomorrow they're supposed to deliver the transmission for this that I had built. And with any luck, I'll take you along for the swap out. Well, here's the transmission. Torque converter. Oh, that's 1800 stall, I reckon, if I remember correctly. Okay, maybe you like the color, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't care, as long as it's painted. And there's the van out there, patiently waiting. Yay! It's out of the van. And none too soon. It just started raining about 2 minutes after I got it hauled in the garage here. Excuse me. Well, that's the old one. And, yeah, like I said, there was nothing wrong with it. I just knew that, you know, behind that motor, it wasn't going to last very long. So, you know, time to put a new one in. I've got to, I got it in here because I'm going to clean it up and see if we can find it a new home. But I've got to take off things like the shifter linkage there, this, I guess it's more like a bump stop. Yeah, and a few other things. It's got to pop off of it, and I'm going to clean it up real well. And there's the old torque converter. And here is the new one. Now, if I think of it, I'll put the specifications and everything. You know, essentially, it's the same transmission. It's got an 1800 RPM stall, and yeah, it's just got a few other things on it, and in it, I should say, to put up with the increased horsepower that the new motor has. And there's a story behind this transmission and the builder and the fun it took to get it here and everything. And you know, I'm just going to make a separate video on that. So I just wanted to give you a look at it. It's green. Which is going to look interesting next to the canary yellow engine, but hey, you know, not a whole lot of difference on the outside. You can see where the shifter's lever's got to go, and got to install the bump stop and a few other things. It's purty. The builder did include a higher capacity sump, and it's chrome, so you know, that's kind of cool. Still got all its plugs in, and I suppose it's green because he calls this level of transmission the Hulk. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's a neat sticker. And I can tell you that, at least to this point, I'm really, really happy with this builder. Now, let's move on. Okay. Just a little tip here in case this ever happens to you. Having to move this transmission out here. This thing's heavy. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of guys bigger than I am and stronger than I am that can just pick them up and throw them around. I can't. And I've got this old piece of fiberglass covered half-inch plywood that I've had laying around for years. And I just threw a rope through it and skidded it on out here from inside the garage, and I'll use the same thing to skid it into place, and then I'll use the my floor jack to line it up. Alright, well, let's take a look underneath at the hole where the transmission used to be. Well, I don't know how well it's showing, but you can see the dual exhaust there. The cross member attaches to each side of the frame here. And I went ahead and cleaned it up and painted it. You'll see that later. But this is the hole where the transmission is gonna go. Got most of the electronics. I got all the electronic stuff pretty much up out of the way. You can see the dipstick hanging down there. I've got to tie it up from up above. But there's the lightweight flywheel. It's on the back of that 355. And guess we're gonna put the green monster in there. It ought to go kind of crappy with that yellow motor, but hey, you know, what the heck. The paint's kind of rough on that motor now. It's been some years, so. But hey, it'll look interesting up there. Alright, let me get to it. Well, as you can see, we got it up on the jack now. And you can hear it ticking. I gotta get back to this fast because my jack is acting a little odd. But we're a few inches away from mating it up. It's tough getting it off the skid there into the jack, but okay, let me get back to this before I run out of time. Well, and there it is. All installed and ready to go. I've already put, I don't know, 20 or so miles on it to, excuse me, to make sure that everything's working. And it is. Nice, clean, crisp shifts. Had to be careful with that deep pan, though. This thing actually took 13 quarts to get it all filled up. And I went ahead and cleaned up and painted the cross member while I was at it. So, that should take care of the drivetrain for this van for a while. And now it's time to just drive it and see if we can get the rest of the little bugs out. Got some electrical things just to play with, just to get perfect. And mess with the cooling just a little. Then I'll give it a tune-up and really start to computer program it, see if I can dial how perfect I can dial it in. But there it is. Right on.